All right, so if you're looking for in-ground fiberglass pool pricing for 2026, then you've come to the right place. We are fiberglass only installers. We're up here in the northern Midwest. So if you are in the Minneapolis area, Rochester, Minnesota area, or Eau Claire, Wisconsin area, these prices are directly for you. If you're not in those areas, these prices are still good to know, because if you're just getting introduced to searching for fiberglass pools and you're price shopping and you're just tire kicking, then this will give you a good idea of what these projects can cost based off of size of the pool and options that you want for your pool. So there's a lot that affects the price. We're gonna go through them. I did this last year. Prices have changed. So let's go through it. I'm Drew with River Pools Twin Cities. You may actually know me as River Pools of Red Wing if you've stuck around for a little while. We just changed our name. Same team, same pools, same quality install, different name. So during this video, I have a bunch of these pool models here with me. I don't have every model that River Pools manufactures and we as the franchise just put in. I have most of them, so they're just kind of here for visual reference. So we're gonna go through our base packages, which is basically just the pool in the ground, full of water, rock around it, it's circulating water, no patio, no features like an auto cover, heater, the fun stuff that's basically just pool in the ground full of water running. And then we're gonna go through turnkey pricing, which is like basically all of the bells and whistles from auto covers, heaters, full chemical automation, stuff like that. We'll go through that. And I'm gonna talk about some of the things in that turnkey pricing that is actually excluded from that price. And the reason that those are excluded from that price is because those are more like project specific things. So it's quite hard to just throw a number at it and tell you that this is what the turnkey for a D40 is, because a D40, depending on where the crane has to get set up or what crane we have to use, is gonna change the price of your project for that pool. So we'll go through that, and then at the very end of the video, I'm actually gonna take you guys through one of our pool quotes or pool proposals so I can show you how everything can affect the price of a project. And then after that, we'll go through a couple of questions from my pool pricing video of 2025, because I think there's some good things to learn. So your base package includes the pool shell, excavation, the pool installed in the ground, full of water, backfilled around it, a standard, basic pump and filter, and then a small crane to set the pool. If your project requires a bigger crane, that'll just affect the price a little bit, because the crane, dirt haul off, subcontractors, those are pretty variable items that even in the base package and turnkey prices can still kind of be affected a little bit. And then your full turnkey install includes the pool shell, excavation, pool installed, full of water, backfill, pump and filter, full chemical automation, extra sanitation. So there's a UV, there's something called a pool tiger. You have a heater, you have 3 pool lights, and then an auto cover. We haul all the spoil off site, the dirt that comes out of the ground if necessary. And then we handle the subcontractors like gas and electric. The way we do that is those are an allowance. And then if the bid comes back or the subcontractor comes back and says this costs more, we will just bill you the cost that the subcontractor gave us plus 10% for managing the sub. And then finally, some of those excluded items that I mentioned earlier are like your patio options. So your concrete, your pavers, whatever type of patio you get, hardscapes you get around the pool, that's excluded from these numbers because that's very project specific. Whether you want deck jets, a handrail, cascades, and then I've excluded the crane pricing from this because I'm really trying to give you hard numbers, and then depending on whether you need a 50-ton crane, 150-ton, or a 300-ton is gonna really affect the price of your project. So we'll go through that at the end with the proposal so you can get a clear picture of everything. So when I'm going through these prices here, I'm just gonna give you like 53,000 or 96,000, and then I'll give you the specific prices on screen because that's a lot of words. So for each pool size and model here, I'm gonna say your base package price and your full turnkey price. So for the A16, the A series here, flat bottom pool, you have base package of 53,000 or really close to 54,000, and then a full turnkey project is 96,000. Moving up to the A25, you're between 67,000 for the base package and 109,000 for your full turnkey project. The A30 is from $72,000, almost $73,000, up to $115,000 for a full turnkey. For your A36, which is the biggest A series that we have, you're looking between $81,000 for a base package and $124,000 for a full turnkey install. So A series, flat bottom pool, 2 sets of steps right along the length of the pool, and then there's a bench that goes across the whole thing. Moving to the C series, I don't actually have that shell with me here at the moment, but for your C35, you're looking between $82,000 and $124,000 base package to turnkey. And then the C40 is in between $87,000 and $130,000. So for the D series, you got 5 sizes. We're gonna start with the D24. You're in between $68,000 and $111,000 base package to turnkey. For D28, you're looking between $74,000 and $117,000. For a D32, you're looking between $80,000 and $123,000. For a D36, you're looking in between right at $85,000 and $127,000. And then finally for a D40, the big boy, you're looking at $89,000 and $131,000. All right, we're gonna move to the I series. The I series is a freeform pool. So you've got the I series and then the I series with the integrated spa. So there's a couple sizes for the I series, and then with those sizes you have the I series S or just the regular one, spa or no spa. I will mention quick, if you're looking at our prices because you're considering, you know, getting a pool from us or in our area, because we have such cold winters with lots of snow, you're winterizing your pool every year, we do not recommend you get a pool with an integrated spa. That's gonna be the I series or the X series, which we'll talk about later on. It's just a rectangle pool with the same deal. Because you have to winterize your pool, you're not actually gonna be able to use that integrated spa throughout the winter months. Don't listen to any other pool contractor that says you can. You are highly risking freezing and busting your pipes. So we recommend you just get a separate hot tub, put it next to your pool, make it look nice, and use that because your pool has to be winterized. Off on the tangent, let's get back to the I series pricing. I-25 is in between $65,000 and $107,000. The I-30 is in between $73,000 and $115,000. And then the I-34, strange size, is in between $78,000 and $121,000. Over to the I series with the integrated spa, you have an I-25S is in between $66,000 and $109,000. And then the I-30S is in between $77,000 and $120,000. There's the freeform pools. We don't have any more of those coming up. We've got a one-off here, just a single size L36. They call this a Roman-shaped pool, and it has a little tanning deck up there, tanning ledge, sun deck, whatever. So you're looking between $83,000 and $125,000. Moving to the M series. You may have noticed that I'm sitting in front of a pool here. This is an M series. And it's great for an indoor pool. It's great for parties. You know, most pools are outside. It's great for parties. It's got, if you can see here, it's got a lot of benches. It's got a lot of stairs. It even has a little tanning ledge up here. And that comes in 3 sizes. So let's start with the M25 is in between $66,000 and $108,000. We have the M30, which is the one here in this building. You've got $73,000 and $116,000. And then up to the M35 is $78,000 to $121,000. All right, this is another one of the shells I don't have because it's brand new, like brand new. The N series. These are plunge pools. So the A series, I have a plunge pool there of an 8x16 size. That was the first pool I mentioned. The N series currently just comes in the 8x16 size, and there are 2 versions. You have the N16 and the N16L. It's got an extra ledge, is really all that is. But both of those pools, you are looking at $54,000 to $97,000. The pool with the most amount of sizes because it is our most popular pool, the R series. This is just your standard big space to swim. You've got a set of stairs up here, you've got a bench, you've got benches on the deep end. The R series, starting at the R20, you are at $60,000 to $103,000. Moving up to the R24, you're between $66,000 and $108,000. And then the R28, $71,000 to $114,000. Moving up to the R32, you're looking at $79,000, almost $80,000 to $122,000. The R36 is $83,000, almost $84,000 to $126,000. And then finally, the big one, the R40, is $87,000 to $130,000. We've got two more. This guy is another one-off. This is called the T40. And if you'll notice right here between like this 16 by 40 and this 16 by 40, this one's a lot deeper. So this is our certified dive pool, the T40 is. And it goes to 8'6" at its deepest. So that being said, the T40 is gonna run the base package price at $98,000 and then the full turnkey price at $140,000. And last but not least, the X36. This has got a large swim space area, tanning ledge, and an integrated spa. Never put one up here up north because like I talked about integrated spas, we don't recommend. Either way, for an X36, you're looking at $91,000 to $134,000. Let's go through a personalized pool proposal because it's gonna help you understand some of the unknowns like, hey, how much does the 150-ton crane cost for this pool? So we're gonna be using an R28 as an example because it's pretty middle-sized, it's a very popular pool choice. So the R28 base package is at $68,500, and you'll notice that that price is actually a little cheaper than what I told you before. Now, the reason for that is because of the pump and filter sizes that we do on the pools. So if you have a pool that's smaller than a 15 by 32, which would be an R32, if you have a pool smaller than those, we recommend you just do the smaller pump and filter. You don't have to do the bigger one. And then when you get to 15 by 32 and above, we actually recommend you do the bigger pump and the bigger filter for all of that extra water and filtration requirements. So that affects the price. So what I'll do here is, since it's a smaller pool, I'll click the smaller pump and filter coupled with the R28 base package, and then all the way down here at the bottom, you'll see that, actually, here, wait, hang on, really quick. I will select the color that doesn't increase the price, because there are two colors that do that. And then down at the bottom, you'll see $71,380, which is what I had before for the R28. So there's that confusion tied up if you noticed that. R28 base package, you've got some colors to choose from. Caribbean Diamond, Arctic White, and then the two upcharge colors are California and Maya. Moving on from that, pump and filter, like I just said, size dependent based off the pool. You could do the bigger ones if you really wanted to. You don't need to. Depending on if you get like some extra water features, even if you do a smaller pool, you might still need the bigger pump and filter for the flow requirements. Automation. This is what I was talking about earlier when I said full chemical automation. We offer 3 tiers of that. You have basic automation, automation with chemistry, and then automation with chemistry and acid dosing. Everything is controlled from your phone. You can monitor your pool's pH, your ORP. You can set schedules for all of your pumps and filters. Water features you can control right from your phone. You don't have to actually walk over there and turn the valve. So that is kind of pool technology these days. It's come a long way. If I was just to go through, make my pool a saltwater pool with the acid dosing system and the Poolside Tech Attendant, which is that phone app that I was talking about, that is the highest tier of chemical automation. I'm gonna go through and we're gonna do all the bells and whistles and everything required for this specific project or job. We're gonna do all of the extra sanitation, the UV, the pool tiger. I'm not gonna click the salt cell because that is up here in our automation. Makes it a salt pool. Heater, 3 lights in the pool. I'm really fancy and I'm gonna get this fancy skimmer cover that gets poured in with my concrete. I want a handrail. I'm gonna do 4 deck jets around my pool. We're gonna click that. I want a cascade right next to my pool. And I have figured this. So here's where the patio gets, you know, really project specific. For this pool, this, what was it, R28, I have basically made this to where it's 4 foot of patio around the pool, and then at the shallow end of the pool, this is pretty common for pools, I have 10 foot of concrete, and that's where you get 600 square feet. I'm gonna throw on an auto cover. That is the second biggest upcharge that we have on these pools, and I've harped on auto covers for a long time. They're super worth it. I'm not gonna talk about that here. Just know that they're the next biggest upcharge other than the pool and you know, like your pool equipment and stuff. And because we're up here in the northern Midwest and we have a ton of snow, I'm gonna do a winter safety cover because I'm not gonna use my auto cover as a winter cover. Okay, so let's get to the subcontractors. I want full turnkey. That means that my pool contractor is gonna handle all of the subs. I don't gotta touch anything. And because my pool is so far away from where the crane has to set up, they actually have to get a 350-ton crane. I think I said 300 earlier, sorry. And that runs an upcharge of $5,000 down from $3,500. There's nothing I can do about it because my property is really unique and the crane can't get close enough, so they gotta do the really big crane. You gotta take that into effect, and that's why I can't just throw prices at you guys for everything. Dirt hauling, gas heater connection for the plumber to come out and hook up my gas heater, and then the electrician has to come out and hook up all of my equipment pad stuff, which there is a lot of. So, like I said before, these are allowances, that's the way we handle it. If the electric guy comes back and says, hey, it's actually $4,500, we'll bill you, what would that even be? $4,950 with the 10% upcharge. So that's how we handle it. Whatever pool contractor in the area might do it differently. And hey, I'm also really into these robot vacuums, so I'm gonna get the one that I can control from my phone. You will see down here at the bottom with my deck jets, with my full automation, my cascade, the big crane, all of the subcontractors, the pool vacuum. My final price is $137,234, which compared to the R28 turnkey price that I gave you at $114,000. So you added over 15 grand just in the extra amenities that you wanted for your pool. And that's why it's sometimes hard to just give you guys a number because every project is different. Now, let's say, you know what, I decided that I don't like brushed concrete and I want to spend more money on patio pavers. Well, that just jumped our $137,000 up to $148,000 because pavers are not cheap and it takes a lot of labor to install them. So I'm really just trying to educate you guys on why your pool contractor threw a $135,000 pool quote at you when you're like, what? I didn't think these things were that expensive. It's just how it is these days, and we're in such a competitive market, especially up here in the Twin Cities area, which you wouldn't think in a place this cold would be the case. Here we are, and then it is. I hope you guys are understanding more about the pool industry, because that's what I'm here to try to do for you guys. Is I'm trying to teach you everything that I know. So, okay, we're gonna go back to our pool pricing video from 2025. I'm gonna pick out some questions. I haven't looked at this in a while, so there might even be a couple more. I love this, and I'm probably gonna get more comments like this because it's just how it is on the internet these days. Someone goes, if someone starts defending the price before they tell you the price, they know it's too high. I know the prices are high, but it's just the market that we're in, and I can't change that because if I drop my price, we're gonna go out of business. So, and that's honestly, that's a lot of what these comments are about, and that's fine because you guys don't know the pool industry like I do as a pool installer. So you're gonna see these numbers, and if you aren't exactly dead set on getting a pool, you're gonna be like, whoa, this guy's insane. So this is actually what made me think about doing this. This guy here says, why can't I get anywhere the price of a fiberglass pool? Just the pool without installation. Google it till you die, and you won't find that price anywhere, because all these companies want to make money not only on selling the shell but putting it in. What if I want to do it myself? He goes into a much longer tangent, but this is really what I wanted to talk about when it comes to the confusion on that question. We are a franchise. River Pools is a national brand, and there's River Poolses all over the country. And really the short answer is just brand safety. They need to protect the River Pools brand, because it's not on these little models here, but on, oh, actually it is. And this is pretty close to what, you know, we put on, or what we put in the ground. Every shell has the River Pools name on it. If we were to just sell a shell off the shelf, say that 7 times fast, to Joe Schmo down the street, and trust that he's gonna put it in correctly, that's a big risk. And if he didn't put it in correctly and his neighbor saw the River Pools name, and because of his improper installation methods, in 5 years he gets cracks, or he gets something like a hydrostatic pressure situation because he doesn't know how to manage his water or his groundwater, the pool pops out of the ground, or just some type of catastrophic failure, well, his neighbor is like, whoa, River Pools, huh? They must not make a good product. And that's honestly the crux of it. We have to make sure that our pools are installed properly, because number one, they're a great product, and number two, we have to defend that product. That's the first half of it. The second half is that because we're a franchise, we have rules we have to follow, and that's one of the rules they gave us. I don't know what originally gave them that decision, but we have to follow it, and it's pretty much just brand safety. This guy goes, prices aren't that far off. He's including auto covers. That's 20% of the price right there. I'll cover it myself and save $20,000. I mean, he's not that wrong. Our auto covers are $16,000, not 20. That's depending on, you know, what area of the country he's in, but he's not wrong. I mean, you can figure out how to put the auto cover on yourself. But because you're doing turnkey, and the guys are either installing it themselves or managing a subcontractor that's installing it, that just has more cost. Not to mention the auto covers, they're not cheap. They are expensive. This is actually interesting. This guy says, wow, way expensive. If you're in a competitive market, wouldn't the price be lower to get the business? That's a good point. You know, you lower your price, maybe you'll pull in more people. Specifically in our area, I'm not gonna name names because it's mean, but there are pool installers that are way cheaper than us, fiberglass pool installers that are way cheaper than us, and there's a reason that they're way cheaper than us, because they use sand to set their pools on, they use flex pipe instead of hard, rigid PVC, and the shell that they put in is from another country that I would say is not as good of quality. So you have poor product and poor installation, and I would say shadier tactics in selling the project to the homeowner, because they're not as informed as this pool contractor in this industry. And then you get a recipe for selling as many as possible at a much worse, I don't want to say product, I don't like saying the word product, much worse experience for the homeowner in the long run, and maybe the short term as well, because that flex pipe is going to get eaten through by rodents. It might get crushed by the earth around it. It will over time deteriorate due to chlorine, because it's actually not even chlorine resistant, which is literally one of the main chemicals in a pool. So there's that, and then they're digging up their pipe, they're spending tens of thousands of dollars, and who knows, maybe that company isn't even in business anymore. So we are the price that we are because we're putting in a good, expensive product that we're telling you is gonna last a long time because we know how to put it in right and we use the right stuff to put it in. And if anything goes wrong, we're gonna be the first people you call. That's every time. So sure, we're not a pool service company. We still do what we can to help you guys out because we know that we're gonna get the call. And if we did do something wrong, you know, we'll go back and we'll honor it and we'll fix it. It's in our contract. So it's just, sometimes it's hard to get people to understand that when, you know, sometimes these projects can be emotional for people because it really is. I mean, it's a very big decision. And you're going through and you're gonna be doing this for your family and you wanna make sure that you're not gonna get swindled. And unfortunately, it's hard to tell somebody that they've been fooled. We're a small family-run business, we're Christian, and we try to do everything that we can to make sure that, you know, we share those values to you. I don't think I've mentioned it on this channel, and I'm gonna read it because I don't wanna get it wrong. I don't tell it to myself all the time. To honor God, to go the extra mile in service of each customer, to enrich the life of each team member, and to uplift every person who encounters river pools. That's our purpose statement, and maybe I need to talk about it more here on the channel, but that's our mission, that's our purpose, and if we're not embodying that in everyone I talk to, whether they get a pool from me or not, then I'm doing them a disservice. You know, even if they come back and they're screaming at me because I'm too expensive and the other guy is not, I have to take that and I have to come back to the homeowner with that same demeanor because that's who we try to be. Maybe I need to talk about that more, I don't know. If it's something that's going to bring your family together, if it's something that's gonna create memories in the long run, then maybe it's worth it. So I'm done with my tangent. Thank you for watching this video. I know that what pools cost is like the most asked question we get because that's the first question on your mind when you're thinking about this. So hopefully you guys found this informative. Hopefully you enjoyed it a little bit. I'm Drew with River Pools Twin Cities, and I'll see you next time.